now watching Water Me Sis.
Hey, welcome back to Water Me Sis Live. I'm your girl, JALEAH.
I'm TAY.
And JALESA.
Thank you so much for coming to Botanical Talk today with us.
Botanical Talk.
You know, our girl, Drea, our social butterfly is not here, but we love you. She's definitely in the comments, so she's going to be tapping in. We are having girl talk, and we're just basically doing a little sip and paint today.
Yes.
So, ladies, we did want to tell them about our brief disclosure. You know, fellas, we know you are watching, right? And we want you to definitely tap into the comments. This is a platform for women. So, yes, we will be discussing some things that is for the women. But we want you to definitely tap in, and we love you, kings.
Chime in. Don't be scared.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know what Water Me Sis is about, like I said, it's a group of women, and the concept is that we water each other in order to grow, so we can produce the sweetest fruit and the most beautiful flowers. So we share all types of things in our group. We go from Meditation Monday, Money Mondays to Freaky Fridays. That's our most lit. Yes. Speaking of Freaky Friday, Jalesa's in Facebook jail again for 7 days this time. Man. And I thought I told myself I wouldn't participate, but it was my Friday and I forgot. And they got me.
Facebook be hating.
I know.
Like, they don't never want us to have fun.
You can't even say
best day.
You can't even say certain words in this thing.
I know.
Man, you gotta be super PG, and it's supposed to be XXX.
Right. That's how we trying to get up in there.
Exactly.
I was just sharing a meme, you know. So
it wasn't even a post.
I know.
That's okay though, but
it's all good. However, any ladies, go to Facebook, look up Water Me Sis, and please join our group. It's growing, and we would love for you to be a part.
Yes. Definitely.
Shout out to our network for our platform. Thank you for coming through for us, providing us this space to be ourselves, talk about all types of topics and such. So it is Botanical Talk. I mean, we're just painting. I drew something out. I don't even know if you can see it, but it's just some flowers. Hopefully you'll be able to see the finished work, but
I guess we can show what we got. I started a little something, you know.
I'm trying to do something.
We all painted our own things.
I can't figure out how to do his hairline, but we'll see how it goes.
But that's looking good over there.
So I got inspired the first time I did a little sip and paint, which was probably a few weeks ago, and I was like, I think it might be Picasso, but
you got
it's just a little bit of inspiration, you know. So I'm like, I want to do something, something else now.
Okay,
that's cool.
I always used to like painting in school and stuff.
Oh, I love to paint, and I love to paint flowers. Yeah. I don't know, that's my thing, flowers.
Like something colorful, it just, I don't know. Well, it definitely gives you some peace, that's for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Especially right now, with this, everything that's going on in our world, we got to be super mindful of keeping our energy, for sure. Yeah. Something I did notice, though, I was noticing a lot of celebrities are breaking up right now. Did y'all notice something like that? Or just even friends breaking up right about this time?
Right about this time. What's this time, Tay?
I don't know. It's about to be spring break, y'all. This about to be
about to be spring break.
This is probably our last snow, and people are just trying to get ready.
Exactly. Get in that gym. What, they leaving them old booze alone? What? Okay, so basically, but tax season is here, so they gonna stay just a little bit.
Stimulus. People got their taxes and their stimmies, right?
It's very true.
It's crazy because this dude rolled up on me yesterday. I was leaving a restaurant grabbing some food, and he was even on a cane, and he wiggled his way over there and wanted me to roll down the window, and I kind of waved him off, and he was like, dang, that's messed up. And I'm like, dang, water my movement, right? I'm trying to start water my movement.
Right.
And I want to be able to say hi and speak to this man if whatever. So I rolled down my window and he was like, ma'am, I'm about to get my stimulus. Look, like you can see right here.
No, he didn't.
He was like, they just waiting to activate my card. I just need a couple dollars. You got a couple dollars for Brenda? I was like, have a good day, sir.
Good day.
Yes. But he tried to get me with the whole stimmy thing. Like, oh, I got my stimulus. There was some funny memes about
oh yeah,
the stimulus. That one where you was reading the Bible.
Yeah.
I wonder if I took a screenshot of it.
Stimothy.
Yeah, Timothy chapter 3, verse
Joe.
1400.
Yeah.
And he checketh, and it was not there. I was like, oh, dang. Like, y'all are really serious about getting y'all stimulus check.
Oh, they're up in the mall. Yes,
but like, I know, up in the mall for real. But it's like, definitely got to invest that in something, right? Like,
yeah,
maybe,
I think so.
You know, like, isn't that a good thing to do?
I think so.
Make more money
smart.
On top of that?
Most definitely.
I think a really good thing for, like, especially with that, you know, it's kind of like free money, but it's not really. But, you know, we want people to be mindful and be good with their funds and stuff like that. But also, a lot of us don't have that financial literacy too. Like, we don't know really how to manage and have money because we don't have money sometimes. So it's like, or when you do get a little extra, you know, you feel like you need to splurge, which to me, to an extent, go ahead, splurge, get what you want, because I know a majority of the time of the year, I probably get something for myself for my birthday. That's probably about it. And I don't see myself shopping and doing a lot of shopping a lot. So, I mean, do it. But, you know, take care of home first. Take care of them bills. Take care of that savings account.
Just make sure you got a place to live. Yeah, if you have a place to live and your bills are paid, I don't see no problem with splurging your stimmy. Okay?
Yes.
No, this is my logic, okay? Especially for people who are struggling or who are in debt. Mm-hmm. It is great to have that money because it came. However, you were already maintaining without it.
Right.
Okay? So you have to actually be like, oh, it's spent before it even got here, and pay your debt. Like, pay people you owe, like all types of shit. I remember this girl, she posted on Facebook, like, some people I forgot about from, you know, years ago just called me up like, hey, you know, I got my stimulus back and I owed you this $200, so here. And I think that's dope.
Yeah.
For people to be able to
pay their debt. Definitely pay your debt. Now, I said, you know, if you got your bills paid, you know. Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. But if you got your bills paid, you know, and all your debt paid off, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if not, then make sure that your bills is paid. Everything's paid off.
A roof over your head, most definitely.
Oh, yeah. You know you need some lights. You know you need some water.
Yeah. You know, Money Bag Joe gonna keep us right for the rest of the year, y'all.
Money Bag Joe. That's funny.
Have y'all? You've been seeing those memes too, right? The shorty dancing.
Yeah, she was like, okay.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah,
that's funny.
You already know what
came through. That's messed up because didn't Trump give us some? We ain't giving him no love. He gave us some while he was in there. No, but we ain't even gonna act about him. We gonna act like he didn't give us nothing.
I don't know, because I didn't get a stimmy, so I don't know. See, I don't know who gave us the last one.
Well, he did approve the one at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
And then the first one, that was technically him. But you know, they trying to give Joe more love, clearly.
Of course.
Especially when did you see him?
We wanted him in there. You know, we wanted to get Trump out, but we don't really want to go into the politics. So.
No, definitely not. But no, I definitely had seen that one video of him tripping up the stairs, and I thought that was hilarious. Because that would be something I would do. Like, I don't care how astute and how much, you know, like, status I get, I will probably still be klutzy and clumsy, and I can't help it, man.
I'm not even gonna tell myself, but that's me.
Yeah,
I'm usually the one that be tripping over stuff and all types of things. Oh my gosh. So shout out to Eden Appetizers and Snacks.
Yes.
That's Miss Erica. She hooked us up with some THC infused egg rolls. They're the nacho cheese ones. However, they're plant-based and it's delicious. It tastes good.
Didn't know it was THC. I tore up that first one like it was nothing.
Yes, they are THC infused, and I'm on number 3.
Oh my God.
It's bomb. So thank you, Miss
bomb.
Erica.
It's so bomb. It's
rose.
like, is there THC in it? And that's why I love her stuff. Because it just tastes delish. I got me a Rice Krispie treat over here. That's THC infused. So thank you, Miss Erica.
Yes. I like to get stuff from her as well. And I really, she does so many different things. But her cakes and sweets are so delicious, man. Y'all got to try it. You'll have to get in with her, tap in with her because your prices are good and it tastes really good too. So you can't miss out on that one.
Hopefully she's tuning in.
Yes, we will definitely drop a link, later. Hopefully she's tuning in. She could drop her link.
Yeah, if you're tuning in, Miss Erica, tell people how they can contact you and get your appetizers and snacks.
Yes.
So ladies, though, I've been looking at some just dumb memes on Facebook because I got time since I'm in jail. But there was some memes that I don't know. I just wanted to ask y'all about just random stuff and situations. What would you do? One of them says, ladies, your man gets killed in another female's car. Are you going to the funeral still?
Well, yeah, because
you want to see the female whose car?
No, like it could have been anything. Like that could have been a friend. Now you just said female.
But when you know all his friends?
Okay, but
so say you're watching the news and they're like, they say your man's name and then they say her name because she probably got killed too or is injured or whatever. And you're like, I don't even know who that is. Like, you know what I mean? Would you still go to the funeral?
Excuse me, I'm not going to that funeral. I'm just going. I don't think I'm going to go to that funeral. But I don't know. It definitely is situational, but I don't know. Like, you was where you wanted to be, and that's why you're gone now. Sucker playing with me. Okay.
Oh, dang.
I mean, if you really want to really think about it, yeah. I don't know. I think that just because of the person that I am, like, really, honestly, I would go.
Yes, I believe you.
I know. Out of just respect. And then probably feeling some type of way, though.
No, we got to be careful. Don't be out here doing these women that foul, man. If you don't want to be with Shorty, just don't be with her. It's not. Why? Why put anybody through that? It's not worth it. And ladies, don't be doing these niggas like that either. Right. It's not worth it. Don't waste their time.
Don't lead them on. Don't lead them on. Don't waste their time. So here's another one, okay?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, are 9-to-5 dudes out of style?
What? Why? They got a job.
I know, that's what I said. Like, if you got a job, like, why not?
I feel like if you have a job, there's an attraction there in itself. Somebody who has stability, consistency. But it does take it up, I think, a notch when you own your own business or you work for yourselves. Like, you're not, when you're making your own hours, you're doing your own thing. I don't think it's mandatory, and I don't think 9-to-5 is out of style. But like I said, it brings it up a notch, I think.
Yeah, but it's always good to be with somebody who's business minded, especially if you have that forward focus too. To have someone who's on the same page with you, because I definitely see myself in relationships where they weren't on the same page as me, and it makes it difficult to go along that road by yourself sometimes. Like, if I'm going to do it by myself, then I might as well be by myself kind of thing. Like, especially when it comes to that. But if you working and you taking care and you can take care and you can also, and you feel like you can include me in that too, then I guess we can work. We can work on it.
Yeah. So how long are you willing to wait for them to get their shit together? Like, what's a good time? Or is there a certain...
Oh, I don't know. I don't like to put time limits on things, but I think that a woman has an intuition of enough.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's no change here, so I'm good.
Yeah. I don't find anything wrong with a 9-to-5. Like, I mean, we complain about dudes not having jobs, so why causing slack on dudes that actually have a job?
Yeah. Some people want to be extra picky. I mean, which is fine. I think you're allowed to be, but sometimes you have to be, there's some pieces to your standard that you might have. I won't say no. Don't lower your standard. Whatever you want to.
Never.
If you don't want to be with a man who ain't got it like that, or who don't have, you know, the business, who don't have certain things, and you don't have to be. But don't waste your time with somebody who really, really is into you, and they, you know.
Right. Because they, period. But let me tell you like a quick little story about my dad. Okay? Because my dad was always a hustler and always had a job. And he started off with his own little apartment, and now he's a businessman, you know? And my mom, he met my mom just like just a regular man. Like, you can't be judging people just off of what they just got, like, in the beginning. Now, because in the end, it could be like, dang, like, I stuck in with my boo, you know? And look at us now. Yes. You know, we power couples, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, they might not have it, like, right now, but
I guess there's a difference between working and ambitious.
That's what I'm saying, okay? Because I don't want to hype these broke niggas up, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't want a dude that's just going to not be ambitious and have aspirations or whatever. Like, I can stick around if you have that type of drive in you where I can see it and be like, okay, he wants to do something better. He wants to be something more.
A show improvement.
But I'm not going to make an excuse for a broke dude and just be like, oh, I'll hold you down for now.
Ain't no holding down. Yeah. Don't hold nobody down, y'all. Don't do it.
Wait for
until you get married. Until you get married, ain't no holding down.
Lock that down when he puts that ring on it. Definitely do that.
We can't be giving out all of our tips and tricks.
Goodie bags, all of our goodies. Yeah,
can't be doing it.
They did say that's how girls mess up, I guess, is they give dudes, you know, like wifey privileges, and they really haven't gotten the ring yet. Like, you should hold out on those type of things.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. It works.
But then it's like then the dudes be trying to get a little mad, like, what? Because you're not giving them certain things. And then so they're like, well, shorty over here is giving that, but you ain't willing to give that. Well, and then it's like, okay, well, go to shorty.
Exactly. Right. Like, all right, I just can't be what you.
Because you're gonna get it. You know, just give it a second. How about, like, people have been through bad relationships maybe before you, and like men, they try to act like they haven't been through like bad relationships, and they not bringing their baggage in too. They just want to act like it's just us,
right?
Bringing in our baggage and what we went through. You know, like we're being bitter.
Yeah, like as if they move on from relationships and they're just completely over it. Like, no, man, you're not actually. Like, you're bringing, whether it's a relationship with your family member that isn't right, or if it's with your ex that was just toxic, and now you're trying to bring that energy onto me, and that's not much fair for anybody. If we're gonna point fingers, like, you've got to remember that you're pointing more fingers at yourself when you're trying to point a finger at somebody else. So
that's true.
Because we are not perfect. None of us are perfect beings. We are. And we should be whole individuals, yes, but sometimes you're not a whole individual by the time you think you're ready to be with somebody. So
right, that's true. Exactly.
I respect a man that's like, let me get myself together first before I involve you.
Absolutely, I do like that.
Like,
at least you know you.
Oh no, that's cool. I was just gonna ask y'all if y'all quick change of subject. Did y'all see the Coming to America?
Oh yeah, did you see it?
I did see Coming to America 2. Now, we don't want to like probably spoil it for everybody that
y'all should have seen it by now.
I mean, I know, but do everybody got the Prime?
You're right.
So
I'm sure they could find somebody who got it if they didn't have it.
It was definitely good. I really liked.
I know. I didn't know why people didn't like it. I mean, I understand it was kind of like predictable.
It was the same movie though. It was the same
movie. Just with a little bit of like what 2021 in it.
Pretty much. It was basically the same movie. I felt like
it was because they kind of did the same type of things, but I still thought it was a pretty cool movie. I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
So I'm just telling myself, it took me until I was 21 just to see the first Coming to America. And it's only because I used to get teased low-key, like, oh, you're not black because you ain't seen Coming to America. So, hey, I watched it, and it was great. I loved it.
Yeah,
I hate that I missed out on it as a child, but I'm not in a rush to see 2.
I just saw 1 and 2 together, and so
right. She watched it for the very first time, so now y'all know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, I watched.
She had to watch 1 and catch up on it,
and I thought that it was cool.
I liked it.
I liked the fact that I watched the first one and then the second one. So
right on each other, yeah. I mean, and they're funny. Like they're funny. They did a good job. It was interesting to see the new little extra characters that they put in there and stuff like that. Ooh, this is turning nice.
For sure.
But yeah, it was definitely a good one. We sat down and tried to watch it like in the house all together and stuff. And I pretty much watched that movie like 3 times. I probably still haven't sat through the whole thing and watched the whole movie in one sit. But it was good. So I definitely give it I'd probably give it a 8.
8
out of 10. 8 out of 10 on like must watch. I like the first one way better. The first one was better. They didn't really need to bring a second one back, but you know, we did need that. I feel like it was good to see that type of Black excellence and stuff right now, with the climate and with, you know, everything going on with our president and our vice president. It's really great time for us to be seeing ourselves on TV and, you know,
to have something.
I just really liked like the costumes. It was just really beautiful.
Yeah,
that's what somebody.
Tiana Taylor looked cute.
Oh,
okay.
Yes, she did. It says Drea said something about STEMI. What did she say?
We're not reading the comments.
Yeah, let me get in this comments real quick. She said, double that STEMI, yes, and then Erica Neal's information in there, so y'all can go ahead and find Erica. That's where you can contact her to get your stuff for eat snacks and appetizers.
It's bomb, y'all.
Yes. K-Tona said, you feel me, but I'm assuming maybe that was around the time we were talking about food or maybe stimulus. I don't know. Dre also said that rapper 21 Savage said a rich woman would take a broke nigga and change his life, but females expect that for these rich niggas. So, excuse me, let me say it one more time. 21 Savage said a rich woman would take a broke nigga and change his life, but females expect that from these rich niggas because rich niggas aren't like that. They feel like they got their money, they made their money, and they don't need to go back and help nobody else. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they like, I ain't helping no broke bitches. Like, what? How
no, they'll go find the baddest broke bitch they can and then spoil the shit out of her. That's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna find nobody that's gonna match them.
Right, their
on
energy,
their
actual energy.
Why is that?
It was just something I threw out there. It's not for every situation. I'm just saying, like, why not? Like, why wouldn't you go find a beautiful broke woman and change her life? I mean, it sounds.
Dang, you can find somebody who got the stamina and energy to be doing what you think that she wants to do, but dang, like, help us. We have to help one another. We need to support one another.
Yeah, but how about just coming up together? Like, building each other
right. Yes,
at the same time so you can both just come up.
That's different.
I like that too. Mickey CJ Jones said, just leave. You're going to waste time just staying and ghosting emotionally. So either way. And I think that went back to our conversation earlier about wasting people's time. And
yeah. Don't waste my time.
Never waste anybody's time, because don't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time.
This is a question.
Musty energy.
This is a question I saw another meme too. It's can women have male best friends? What do y'all think?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you can. I don't know if men can have best friends.
Right. That's true. I agree with that.
I agree with that. Double standard thing.
No, because I can really not have a thing for my best friend. I could really not have no desire.
So if a dude is your best friend, he likes you.
He might like you. He might on the low. I feel like on the low, he's gotta like you enough, right?
I feel like if a dude is your best friend, he likes you, and he wants to be more than that. Because no dude is really gonna invest.
I don't know, dudes.
A friendship.
Dudes that have girlfriends, just friends, girl best best friends. Like, are y'all liking them like that? Did you like them at first? And then you felt like, okay, you know, we just cool, she ain't going? Or like, what? Like, let us know.
I had a male best friend for some years.
And did you feel like he wanted to?
Yeah, I think he liked me. Oh, well, yeah, he told me at some point, like, I like you as something more.
And then that's when you got to decide, like, well, man, I can't be your friend no more. Because
I thought we were just
not that I couldn't be his friend. I already liked his friend, I guess, if that makes sense. But this is young. This is like way back in the day. But I don't know. I would never sit around on the side and be a best friend to a man that I liked and watch him keep choosing somebody else, if that makes sense. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So you're wasting your time. Right. I think it is painful to sit around and be like, oh, I want to be the one you're choosing, but you keep watching them, you know, make bad decisions. And choose somebody else. So
I definitely went through that. I went through that with the first person I ever really felt like I cared about. He never chose me for a really long time, and I still was like, like we're gonna thinking that, you know, his maturity level was where mine was, and you know, still to this day, like I'm like, man, I really used to really think that it was gonna be you and me forever.
Like one day, I know, one day.
Nah, buddy.
Of course, they're gonna hang on to you because you're that type of, like, you offer them something that, you know, they would be looking for. You're down. You're always there when they need you to be. You know what I mean? You answer your phone. You communicate with them. You guys have fun together. So, of course.
We'll see. K-Tone said, that's a lie. I've had and have a couple of female best friends and never touched them ever.
Oh, yeah. All right, then.
Well, good for you, K-Tone.
Thank you for giving us the tea on it.
Okay, so
I mean, it's true.
You don't got to.
Okay,
but you don't think they liked you?
Right.
Like, they're your girl best friend,
somebody
right?
likes somebody.
Right. Somebody's liking somebody. So those women obviously liked you, is what I'm saying. That's just my...
So?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
somebody gotta like somebody else.
How come you can't be somebody's friend? I mean, I think that it turns out as friendship maybe, and then maybe because you guys have like that vibe, then maybe you then be like, okay, like she kind of cute, or like, okay, he kind of cute.
I don't know.
I think the best relationships start off a friendship anyway. So
I agree to an extent.
I would rather be your friend or get to know you. I'm a longevity type of person. I find myself talking to people for a long amounts of time before I decide to be serious with them. So, I mean, maybe sometimes a friendship is the best way to go. Sometimes it's not necessarily the best way to go, because sometimes that friend knows way more about you than you would ever actually let out. But I mean, I feel like that type of love can be there. The love would be there. Would come easier rather with a friend.
I guess I could see that.
You never liked a friend. Cause I'm thinking back. And I've definitely had a friend, and then it was like I didn't like him like that. And then like we started just chilling for a while, and I was like, I think I like him. And then we dated, and that was just like the worst thing ever. So
right, you want to backtrack, and you can't backtrack after you take it further. I think too. There's no backtracking. Once you're a friend and you take it to something more, then you can't really take it back. There's no going back to just how it used to be. But
that is true.
I don't know. I only did the male best friend once in my life. And we did have good times. Like, he was cool, loyal, but again, he had feelings for me. And I kept choosing somebody else. So I know that sucks, but whatever. Yeah. Somebody's catching feelings, I feel like.
Somebody gonna catch feelings.
Yeah, K-Tone, we didn't get an answer on that. Do you think that they were feeling you?
Right. Somebody was feeling somebody. Here's another meme, though. So it says sometimes, females stare at you when they're out in public because they actually find you attractive, not because they're hating on you. How do y'all feel?
I definitely feel that because I be staring at people, and it's not because I'm hating. I actually like her outfit. Cute. I'd be like, ooh, dang, look at that ass. Like, that's a nice, those jeans is looking really good.
I know. Yeah. I guess in my teenage years, I'd just be like, if somebody was looking at me, I'd be like, oh, like, what are you looking at? Like, bitch, why are you staring at me type attitude.
And that has to do with maturity.
It does.
Right? Because, like, when you're actually mature, you're not really worried about that.
Right.
Like, why are you looking at me?
Because I've smiled back. I started smiling back. And I'd be wondering if I give off gay vibes. I don't know. But I'll catch eyes with a female now and I'll just smile, you know? Like, oh, hey, I see you looking at me.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially with the Water My City movement, it's starting to become a little easier, too, to just kind of, like, say something. But, man, if you look and say something. Because I definitely, just yesterday, my friend, we went to get some food. I seen the dude stare at her ass while she walked to go get her food. And I seen him, and I just tried to, like, play it off. And I was laughing so hard behind my mask because I just thought it's funny. Like, I always notice when dudes do stuff like that. I've always noticed that type of thing. And, like, he seen that I seen him. And then my friend, and I'm already knowing, she thinks he's cute already. And instead of him, like, you know, he tried to get his little 2-piece game in or whatever. And he's like, oh, like, how long did you guys wait for that? Did you wait long? Like, but he didn't continue the conversation. And I'm like, man, you lost your opportunity because Shorty was feeling you. And now you lost it because you were being scary, just staring.
Aw, being scary.
Just staring.
Scary. These fellas is, well, you know, everybody don't have their game like
come
that.
On, I can't do it all, man. I gotta cook, clean. I gotta have a job. I gotta make the money. And I gotta holler at you, too.
I'm like, at least holler at me. At least holler at me.
Man, honestly, sometimes it feels like some men want to be, you know, they can be better women sometimes. I've seen.
Ooh, that.
Ooh, dang. We love you, kings.
We love you.
We love y'all. Some of y'all do be doing the most.
No, that was hard.
So, but that did sound. No, you got to keep it real.
It's true though. I've just seen some people just like that. That was just an example to me. Like you said, yeah, you're looking, but come on, like really give us that feeling. Like that's not alpha vibes.
No.
And my friend's not gonna deal with you if you're gonna be too scary to talk to. Because I'm telling you, she is fierce. Okay, she's fierce. You can't deal with nobody that's fierce if you don't have like that confidence within you either. So, and I see that for women and men too, not just. You know, either
definitely
way. Say
like
something.
confidence.
See something. Say something.
Yes. I mean, have y'all ever hollered at
in yourself?
Dude?
That's just.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't be hollering at dudes like that. No.
Here's my experience. One dude. I seen him in the club or in the bar, and I was dancing on somebody else, looking at him, because it was nothing serious. I noticed. I grew up in a small place, so I noticed when new people were around. So I noticed, I'm like, you're different, you're new, somebody I've never seen before. So I seen him looking at me all night long. Seen him looking at me, and I was like, all right, okay, we'll just see what happens. And he didn't say any, like, he was going to miss me. I was on my way out the door, walking to my car, and I looked at him. Like, when I caught eyes with him, I was like, so you going to walk me to my car or what? I seen you looking at me all night long. You going to walk me to my car or what?
Right.
And honestly, to this day, we probably would have not talked because he wouldn't have approached me because I had to approach him. So I wouldn't call that necessarily like a situation where it was female tendencies. I just went ahead and took the initiative. So sometimes it is just really nice to go ahead and take the initiative. You never know where things can go.
I've hollered at a dude before, but it never lasted, I guess.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to be the one to holler. I'm just be honest.
Yeah, me too. I want them to holler at me, because then I just, you know, I don't holler at
you. Hurt their feelings.
I don't hurt nobody's feelings.
If you do,
I don't hurt folks' feelings. I don't.
Feelings.
No.
You don't want to hurt your little feelings.
I know.
Don't cry. We might get a little harsh on you, but it's just real. We have to approach each other to, if you want to really get to know me, you want to look at my ass, but you don't want to get to know me, all right.
Right. Tell us in the comments, like, have y'all hollered at the opposite sex, or do you just wait for them to holler at you? Like, how does that go?
I hate this color right now.
Yeah.
It's not brown. I had to make brown.
Definitely want to know. Okay, it looks like we got
It's trying to come together.
I'm working on something.
Okay, K-Tone said it's okay for women to holler and choose up. Like, oh. Okay.
Do it. Let's do it, ladies.
Y'all okay with that? Because then if we choosing up, then we might choose something else. We might, you know, then y'all might be like, oh, stay in your lane. Then you're going to be mad because we ain't staying in our lane, K-Tone. Like, let us know. Let's, you know, you're going to be mad because we hollered at you now. Now we want to pay the bills. And we want to bring home the bacon. And we want to tell you what to do. It's like,
yeah, I mean, that's how it starts.
But, I mean, if you do kind of give a woman control, like, don't you think she can, like, if she get control, she just gonna, like, go way too far? Like, but me personally, I feel like there needs to be a balance. Okay?
Okay.
So, even if she do holler, that doesn't mean that she gonna control the relationship per se, I guess. But everybody's different, y'all. So it's like a hit and miss.
It can
really.
Be. Yeah.
You know, you can go for it and you can holler at a dude and
it could work or it can't. But, you know, it's better to be bold enough to go out in there, especially if you're gonna be out and about, you might as well go out and be bold enough to get what you want. Is, you know, if you want something, try. Go for it. Say something. Speak up, sugar, because somebody might actually be interested and they're too scared to say something.
Yeah.
So for men and women alike, we shouldn't be afraid to go with your instinct. Like, oh, you're cute. Maybe you cute. Maybe get some popping. Okay. No.
with your
No.
Yes, definitely. So
like, and you said that you I can't remember exactly the words you said, but you kind of referring to like, you know, the status and things like that. You know, I was seeing that Sweetie and Quavo broke up with one another, and they're all over the internet with this back and forth of, you know, trying to create a narrative or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. I've seen even JALEAH and A-Rod have broke up and they're supposed to be getting married and some stuff like that. And it's interesting because, you know, it's been that because these men are cheating. And I just kind of wanted to go that route.
Oh,
like,
cheaters route?
Yeah, like they just doing. I guess what the narrative was Sweetie, what she was pretty much was saying, like, I've endured too much pain, and then I've endured too much pain, and, you know, trying to build this false narrative and things like that. And, you know,
right, that's the key point. False narrative, because I believe they showed you who they were when you met them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how it is.
Plus you get 8 figure, that's my type, and you can't pay the 8-figure bills.
Not
then
even that,
you can't
just how he treats you.
Yeah.
You know, like not about
not
paying bills, just how he treats you all together. Like the way he treats you is how you get treated. Like if he was ignoring your phone calls at the studio before, I'm sure when you get married, when he goes to the studio, he's still gonna be ignoring those calls.
Right.
And then you can't be like, oh, I just waited, you know, for him to get it together. And no, he showed you who he was when...
And you never accepted it.
Right. Mm-hmm. And y'all know I'm for poly anyway.
Oh, okay. Where did that come from?
As far as the cheating situation, you know what I mean? Uh-huh. Like, they always say men are cheaters. And I don't know. I don't believe that men were built to practice monogamy. Did I say it right?
Yeah. They weren't built for that?
I don't think so.
Or maybe they just...
I don't think it was their intention. Like, I watch Animal Planet.
How come a woman can't be built for that? You know, I was talking to somebody and I was like, you know, the best thing that probably would happen is 2 girls finding a dude.
That would be key.
That would be the ultimate.
That would work out, right?
Like, I'm just saying.
That's cool, but you know, I think it would solve a lot of problems that we have if you just would allow that to take its natural course. I don't know.
I mean, hey, everybody has their different preference and how they see a relationship. So I definitely don't,
I don't know. So where I was going is I watched Animal Planet. Right? So I kind of compare. I know. Don't look at me crazy.
I'm not looking at you crazy. I'm just looking at you.
I compare, you know, some of the lives of animals to us as humans. You know, their instinct and what they do. And I think there's about 2 or 5 species that actually mate for life.
Penguins. I know they mate for life.
So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so it just doesn't seem natural to me is what I'm saying. Because it's not common even amongst animals.
I hear you though. Sometimes a lot of stuff displayed in the world is what, you know, because they are us, technically, is like how I like to think.
I don't know. But that's just my way of thinking. Plus, ladies, I tell y'all all the time, if y'all really want control, that's how you get it. We isolate these men who aren't at the level that we need them to be. We say, hey, out the gate, you need this, right? And we come to a consensus on that. And then we start isolating the ones who aren't up to par. And we share the ones who got it together. And I promise you, they'll get it together, honestly. If they get isolated. But y'all keep gassing these.
You definitely gotta know what you're ready for. You definitely gotta know what you're ready for sure. Like,
I think that'll just give us back control, that's all.
Oh, okay. So we're taking control.
So
not control. Just, you know, don't you hate hearing the whole niggas ain't shit stuff? And it's because you're choosing the wrong ones. Like I said, we isolate the ones who aren't up to par, and we share the good ones, the ones that deserve to be treated like kings. And I feel like it would work for us. That's just my philosophy. I don't know.
Okay. Well, what y'all doing? Is y'all tapping in? Look. Drea, you was laughing. What you laughing at? What you laughing? No, I'm just joking.
Laughing at me, Drea?
No, that was a while ago. She was cracking up a while ago at what we were saying. But I did want to let y'all know, thank you so much to our network. They're thebomb.com. We are going to go ahead and take a quick break. And we'll see you in a minute.
We'll be right back.
What up, world? I'm Hillary. This is your girl, Sade. Smooth operator. Hey, it is the F Effect, where we talking all things football, little foolery, and fashion, of course. Of course, style. Hey, check us out every Friday, 8 p.m. right here on our network. Got the knees on. Get the knees.
My name is Haroon.
I'm John.
I'm Rashad.
And I'm Brandon.
Welcome to Kingdom Culture Godcast.
Where we talk about kingdom, the Torah, his people, and the land.
You can check us out every Friday on the Art Network. We don't do this for the culture, we do it for the kingdom. Shalom.
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 Welcome back to Water Me Sis Live. If you're just tuning in, we are doing botanical talk. We got a sip and paint going. We'll show y'all what we got going on in a minute. But we have been talking about some good juicy, okay, and some good subjects. We got somebody who Mr. DG tapped in to the YouTube comments. Thank you so much for tapping into our comments. He said if a woman sees something she should go for it. You never know, he probably digging too, or didn't see you and is still interested. Okay.
I get that. But I seen a meme one time that was like, what did it say? You date for your confidence level. Yeah. So I feel like if a dude didn't holler at me, he already has not enough confidence in himself.
But if
you know what I mean?
If you
like, he don't have that confidence.
He said in this comment, he might not have saw you. Oh, but dang. Oh, so basically, what she's saying, like, nah, you saw me when I walked in the room, like, period. Okay.
Especially if you catch eyes, you could tell when somebody is feeling you.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Don't be oblivious.
Hey. See some, say something. On Facebook, DJ K Tona, and shout out to him. He had a really awesome birthday little bash event week a couple weeks back, and it was really dope.
Lit.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't been to Beta on Saturday to see DJ Squizzy Taylor, y'all definitely should, be tapping in if you are going out, if you are exposing yourself out there during these times. But he said we just talking about the initial holla, that's it, LO, not all the extra. And then he said, JALESA, I agree with you. Going back to the polygamous comments, and then people just don't have the proper agreements intact and the understanding isn't there. So, which is definitely, you definitely have to have a good understanding and like.
For poly? Is that
you
most definitely.
This
is, okay. Dudes swear they're into poly, right? Like, oh, poly. Okay, well, poly's not going to work if wifey don't know. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so there's that level of communication, right? It ain't poly, that don't count.
Yeah, exactly.
So I get him on the communication part, like really communicate with your partner and be like, this is what I want. Is this okay? Is this something that you would agree with? Because
she can't be with it.
It is all about communication. It's all about maturity too.
Yes.
So both of you aren't jealous of each other and stuff like that. It's like, you got to be strong to be in a poly relationship.
You do.
Like, period. You got to know that it's y'all working together and not against each other.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like most women are afraid, like, oh, he's going to pick a woman like me and she's going to replace me. No, if he's smart, he's going to pick a woman who's completely opposite of you because she might offer him something different that you don't, or give him a different type of vibe, or look a different type of way, or smell a different type of way.
Right.
Like, it's not that he's really replacing you because you can please him in a way that she doesn't. So I think it's all about confidence level, like, what you agree with, stuff like that. However, like I like women as well. So, my ideal relationship would be a triad where two women, serve one man. He's the head of the household, and, we might enjoy each other every now and again, but I mean, that's ideal for me. So I do think it's a good thing for the woman to choose so that she can feel confident. Like, say if you're a woman and, you're bringing something to your relationship, I feel like the woman should go find the other woman and then go back to him and seek his approval type thing. Because it'll be easy for him to just be like, okay, yeah or no. But you actually have to build a relationship and a bond with that woman. So I feel like if you do that first, then you won't feel it as a jealousy thing when she comes on board, because you guys would have already gone through and communicated what you two like individually, and build that friendship.
And that would be ideal. But don't you feel like that would be taking a man's position away too as well? Like, he feels like he won't have.
He's choosing. He got the final say so. Like, you're coming like those videos of those women bringing them in like a plate of food and it's all delicious. That's what you're doing. Like, you're bringing a woman to him saying, look, I think she'll be a good fit for our family. She meets these qualifications, yada, yada, yada. I do think that sexual attraction is important. So I feel like if he doesn't find her attractive, then of course, no. But he gets to decide that.
Like, you're bringing him somebody instead of you two choosing her together. So you both know that you're attracted to her.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it can work either way, I'm sure, but especially if you have to introduce it to them, to your partner.
The whole lifestyle?
Yeah, if you have to introduce it to your partner and you're like, this is what I've been thinking about. And
Right.
this is how I want to,
What if your partner doesn't accept it and they're like, you're enough?
Hopefully you wouldn't have married them and then, gotten to something like that and been like, oh,
That's
this is what I want.
That's a hopeful, but people do it all the time.
Because if that's not what that person wants, then that's not fair to like bind them into something that they didn't originally agree to.
Right.
That's true, but everybody wants to be happy at the end of the day. Like, because it is insanity to try to be in something that is not good for you or that you really ultimately don't want.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
But
yeah.
I'm getting all focused on this little picture.
I know, I'm trying to like focus in on here too. So I went to Vegas. I'm like more clinical, right? Mm-hmm. I type, I answer phones, I handle business, things like that. That's, speaking of poly, when I would imagine my husband finding another wife, she would probably be more earthy, like more of an artist, like into planting and playing instruments and, you know, things of that sort, artwork. But I surprised myself because I went to Vegas with my sister and my cousin, and we did like a similar painting class, and I did it for the first time, and I actually did a great job. So I was like, okay, like maybe I am artistic. Like I just wasn't practicing those talents that I had, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But I never saw myself being a painter or anything like that, or keeping plants alive.
You keep babies alive. I know you can keep plants alive.
Right. That is true.
What
What y'all got going on over there?
I got these going on. I wish I had some, like one more different color, you know, but.
Oh, I like that.
This is what I got going on so far.
That looks cool.
I'm trying to get my colors.
At the end.
I had to make colors, y'all. So
What you got? What you got?
Like,
ooh, okay.
I had to make my own brown, which is actually kind of hard.
They look gold, but that's okay.
Well, it was gold. It was gold and black.
Okay,
I didn't have no colors. I didn't have the right colors to put them together, but it's coming through.
I should have put it. I know I should have put it on the palette.
It's coming through.
I didn't know he was gonna.
You put a little.
What you were gonna do there?
He'll come together. They're gonna come together.
Let's see what you got, sis.
Yes, let's see what's got going.
No.
I'm
waiting.
So.
In my artwork, I've been more like empowered. Like I don't know. I guess I did a painting recently, and someone's like, "It looks like you," and I was like, "I don't know. Maybe it is me. Maybe it is my desires and stuff like on page or something." Like I definitely do art. I like to do poetry. I was doing poetry pre-COVID and things like that. So definitely trying to keep myself active and keeping my mind right, especially like when you're stuck in the house, as much as we've been stuck in the house and stuff, like you want to keep making sure that you're on top of yourself. So not always giving all of your energy and to everybody else around. Like I definitely spend a lot of time doing that at times. So I just definitely like being able to sit back
and paint. It is
take
relaxing.
My time, put something together.
Yeah, it's very relaxing.
Look, we got some more comments. K-Tone said, we just talking about the initial holla. That's it. LOL. Not all the extra.
Okay.
And then he said, JALESA, I agree. And then he said, people just don't have the proper arguments intact and the understanding isn't there.
Yes, that's for me.
Now that is true, though.
We just read those comments.
Huh?
It's okay.
Oh, you did?
Taylor did.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's cool. Is there any after that?
No.
Okay.
None after that, but I didn't hear that. My bad, guys.
No worries.
But,
well.
Sorry, I'm trying to focus in.
Exactly, like
done.
now that
I'm
we're
like,
getting close, I'm like, her eyebrows, things aren't coming together. She gonna look right when we're done, though.
That's
no, but
okay. Excuse me. The word was agreements.
Agreements.
Yeah. Okay. But anyways, so are you guys done with your pictures or no?
No, I'm not done yet.
I'm not done. I don't have to finish.
Well, we're not gonna be able to finish today.
I know,
not?
Clearly. We're almost done.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Give you a minute.
Y'all hear about Kirk Franklin?
Yes.
Oh man.
I didn't see that though.
I didn't see
it either, but it went
viral. The memes were funny, that's for sure. He supposedly cussed out his son, right? And and told him he was going to put his foot up his ass, and what else did he say to him? But I guess his son was like taunting him, basically, and taunting him, being disrespectful, and said, "Oh, shut the fuck up! I dare you! I dare you!" or something like that. And then I guess was recording him as he was taunting him, and his dad got mad. And I don't know, man. Like, I grew up in the church, so I've never seen my pastor cuss nobody out or nothing like that. I mean, I've never seen nothing like that. But I also like very much just. It's a parent-child situation. Like, sometimes your kid knows how to press your buttons and say the thing that really is going to make you mad, or he's maybe airing out family laundry that no one would have ever known about until he posted his little video. So, I don't know. I felt it a bit messy from the son's perspective.
Yes, of course. It was definitely messy from his side of it. And I don't feel like Kirk Franklin was wrong. I think that in life, we're all human. Right. And so you might be taken there to a cuss word, okay? I think it's so hypocritical for all of the saints to be trying to act like they don't cuss.
Holier than thou, huh?
Like they ain't never said a cuss word or something, you know? Like, everybody has cussed before, and everybody is human, so.
Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think they should hold him accountable for cussing his son out.
When I looked at, because I like to look at comments, so when I was looking at people's comments, it was like, you see T.D. Jakes and Marvin Sapp and other, like well-known gospel artists who like, y'all were with you, it was really funny to me, because I think his son was super out of line, and you just wouldn't expect it from Kirk. But I don't know, Kirk he's a real brother. I mean, like he's been working with rappers and all kinds of artists and stuff like that. Like he's a human too, man. And kids definitely can push you to a certain limit that other people might not be able to get you to. So
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Now your kids know how to push them buttons. True. And so I think that obviously if he was recording him, he was like
setting him up.
Yeah, he was like he knew his dad was gonna cuss, so he wanted to make sure he got him there. Like he has some intentions, something. That was in his back pocket right there.
So it had to be.
So Johnny Doe. Oh, thank you, Johnny Doe. He said, I wish all women thought like JALESA when it comes to the poly. I thought I was onto something too, but hey.
I was like, honestly, JALESA been teaching me new stuff about that, because I don't know where I've never considered it before, but when hearing it, it sounds like it could work for some people. But I'm sure it's not everybody. Mm-hmm. And also, man, you can't have multiple wives if you can't afford them.
Oh, glory! That part. Ooh, period.
So don't be trying to think y'all can be out here.
Right.
I don't think y'all can be out here just grabbing all the women's up, but ain't got it in the pockets, ain't got it in the mentality, ain't got it in just knowing how to be a leader. Because you can't lead two beautiful and strong women if you just don't have the capacity.
As far as money-wise, though, I do feel like he has to bring something to the table, but that's what the teamwork is about, like having multiple incomes. So hopefully all three of y'all are doing so, or four.
What if they don't work? What if they don't want to work? I mean,
then
I'm sure
hopefully he has a wife that just wants to be at home, and then he has another wife that doesn't mind going out and working. Everybody works together and offers something different. That's the whole point, I guess. But I do feel like you can't just be doing nothing. No. Right? Like,
no, everybody's got to play their part.
Giving good advice and serving good dick. Like, that's not good enough.
Right.
You got to have something else to bring to the table. So you're not, just being dependent on women. Ooh, I feel like that's going to tip. You're scaring me. I'm done with mine now.
Oh, okay. We're ready to show somebody?
Yeah, show us what you got.
I just did some flowers.
Show us what you bought.
You can see.
It's cute.
Just did some flowers. I might add something later, but I just didn't want to start nothing down here if I couldn't finish it. So this is all I really had time for. But I like it.
I like it too.
Thank you, guys.
You're really talented there, sis.
Thank you. I try. I try to take my time. But I ain't seen y'all take a sip in a minute. It's a sip in pain.
I know, girl. You know, I keep
Like,
trying
take
to,
a sip.
Look up, but man, they're getting me so interested. I gotta get mine. It's gone.
Let me see if I have any more memes that I saved.
Is this any more? I don't see any new comments, y'all.
So a serious question, okay? This is a question for the ladies, of course. So it says, your boyfriend of 4 years takes you to meet his mom. Boom. When you and her are alone, she offers you a $5 million payout to leave him alone. What are you going to do?
Ask why. Why? What's wrong with him?
Right.
Why you gotta give me so much money? What's wrong? Because I've been with him for 4 years now.
Right. You taking the $4 million or you going with your man?
It depends.
And would you tell his mama? And would you tell him about his mama? Like, your mom offered me $4 million.
I'm just saying myself. I think that I would tell him. I'd be like, why did your mom offer me like $4 million to leave me alone? First of all, I didn't know she had it like that. And second of all, like, what is going on? She obviously don't like me. Or you got something going on. What is it?
What are you doing? Man, I feel like that's a sign. I've known people who told me that the mama had warned them ahead of time, like, hey, you know, basically like, my son ain't no good, basically, and they didn't take the advice at first. So
I mean,
maybe if she's offering me that much money, maybe there's something really wrong that I don't know about.
But wouldn't she, if there was something really wrong, just offer you the advice like the girl did, you know, the mama did to the girl? Just offer words of wisdom instead of money?
I don't know, like, that's just very
you know, like, why would you offer me money and not just
I would be so
words of
confused,
wisdom?
like, why, what am I missing? I'm clearly missing something.
Like, something's got to be up other than just he's just a bad person if you're offering money, though.
A lot of money. Like, why so much money?
I don't know. What do you think about moms? And do you think that a mom could be too much, though? Like, she never thinks that no one is good enough for her son.
Oh, absolutely.
Type of thing. So that's why she's offering the money. Like, I can already see that you're not good enough. So let me just go ahead and offer you this to see if you are money hungry and gonna take the money anyway.
She's trying to set you up so you can. That's probably what it is.
Yeah,
she's trying to set you up to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah, like, oh, she definitely took the money. She don't worry about you. She ain't worried about nothing you got going on. She's just worried about the money.
I would have to consider, because I'm like, well, what if I do take the money and then I still deal with your son? And we just have that money together.
Right. I did leave him, but he came back. Like, I didn't go for him.
And he just wouldn't leave me
He came
alone.
for me. So I did what I said I was going to do. I do have a couple more.
I'm not going to take nobody's money.
Oh, there's some YouTube comments?
I'm not going to take no money for that.
Not that I can see. I'm up to date.
It says on Facebook, though, Drea said, pour up.
Pour up, Drea.
Take a shot for me. Miss y'all. Michael,
miss you too.
Knights, take the money. It's going to be an issue somewhere. Take the money. It's going to be an issue somewhere. Ah, man. Like, that's what I keep thinking. Like, that just sounds like a little sketchy to me, that you keep feeling like you need to get me to. That's a lot of money to leave your kid. What did he do?
Right. Drea, you taking the money? Like, what's up? You in the comments?
Is you taking that back?
You taking that money, or you think it's a setup too? Like,
but you've been with him for 4 years, so you pretty much have gotten to know him, like, right?
But why? And then if you're with him for 4 years, why are you just meeting his mom? Is that just meeting his mom?
Do you feel like you should be meeting? He gotta
have something to hide
because you waited for 4 years.
4 years though.
You're not married. It didn't say
you're not married, but dang, 4 years. That's a minute.
When do you meet parents?
I know. Now that is a good one. Like as far as meeting the parents, girl, I have no idea.
Nobody. Now I'm telling you, nope, y'all ain't gonna meet them.
No, right? Like I honestly, I don't want nobody to meet my parents unless I'm like serious, right. And like I know that you are a good one. Okay, because at this point, I'm not trying to have nobody meet them unless you on point. Okay,
absolutely.
Because
nobody's meeting my folks, y'all. You're not gonna meet them.
But then I mean, like you waiting 4 years to know that you're with someone good, though. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, because I know that I stayed in some relationships for more than a year, and I pretty much could have been out of them. You know, like it was just me. Mm-hmm. Like you know that you're not in a relationship that you want to be in, like probably within a year or so, right?
I mean, yeah, you definitely. If you want to be with that person, you want to be with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, man.
When you introducing, you know, the boo to your parents.
Oh, you're not getting it for a while because my parents are
some years
picky. My parents are picky, and
so
their decision will whatever they say often sways me, unfortunately. But I just gotta know, like for real, like even if it does take years, like I need to know, because I don't want them to meet somebody that's temporary. And right. I'll tell my parents about them. We'll talk about them. Mm-hmm. You might talk to them over the phone, but physically meet my folks. Like you better be ready to propose to me, basically, because I don't think you're gonna see them until. And it's kind of how I feel, but I don't know. I've never had anybody that I felt like I wanted to meet my folks anyway. So.
Okay. Yep. Me too. I mean, like as far as right now, I think that I wouldn't want them to meet who I'm with when they're about to propose, because then it's like my dad is gonna be like, oh well, I don't even know you really, so like how am I gonna be like, oh, take my daughter, like, oh sure, like go ahead.
Do you want somebody to ask your dad for your hand in marriage?
I think that I'm old school.
I feel traditional, so but I would like that.
I would.
It sounds nice. It sounds really nice and stuff, that they would go out of their way to ask permissions and things like that. And I've never been married before, so I think I would want traditional. I think that would be the cutest thing to me.
That's cool. So if y'all's in Vegas and he's like, come on, babe, let's go get married. You not doing it? Mm-mm.
Back in the day,
I might do it.
Back in the day, I would have.
Especially the way that I figure out. Maybe I might, but I don't want to. I'd have to know for sure if we were really like, oh, I'd have to be like, I don't know. I'd want him to ask me for real though too. I want him to ask me for my hand more than my parents more than anything. I don't want it to just be, oh, we're here, let's just do it. Like, no, I want you to really put some thought into it, because I feel like I'm a special lady and I deserve special things.
Exactly.
So
I definitely want to get proposed to. I want you to ask my dad. Like, just be old school. I'm old school. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm not going to be mad if it doesn't go the way that I don't want it to go now. Because sometimes it don't work out the way you would think it would go, but it still ends up perfect.
That's true.
And the way that God intended it for you.
Yeah,
you're not going to have it like everybody else's story, right? Because you're looking at everybody else's like, oh, I would want that, but maybe yours is going to be a little different.
Yeah, that's why I say I would want it, but you just never know. And sometimes maybe eloping is a better opportunity for y'all anyways. And we don't want a big ceremony or whatever. But I want my family to be involved in it, because you're part of my family now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Right. What about spending, at first, I wanted to ball out on the wedding. Remember, you was like, oh, girl, you don't got to do all of that and stuff like that. And my mind has changed. I don't feel like I want to, like, ball out like I did.
She wanted to ride camels, y'all. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, now you lying.
It was a joke, but that's how extreme, right?
Girl, chill. Get on that.
But that was mean of me, and I apologize for that, for like trying to crush your dreams, because if that's something that you wanted, like who am I to say you can't have that?
Exactly.
In your wedding.
Especially if I can afford it.
It just seems like so like over the top. Like, don't ever let me waste money on riding camels.
Right, but I never ever mentioned riding camels. That's just way too.
So do that on your honeymoon, okay? I feel like most of the wedding is for everybody else. It is. It is. Your wedding is for... I don't even think I enjoyed my wedding. I mean, I apologize. I did. However, it was more work than it was just me having a good time. Yeah. It was more for everybody else because as soon as you finish the ceremony, you got to take pictures. Like, I don't even remember sitting down. Then everybody wants to say hi to you and you got to go around and say hi and take... It was a lot.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's not like something that is... You know, just, oh, I had a great time. Like,
was it because maybe you didn't, like, that wasn't what you, like, ultimately wanted, and so that's why it wasn't that exciting? Because
my wedding exceeded my expectations. However, I didn't have set expectations, I guess, in a way. Like, I didn't want my wedding to be a certain type of way. The first dress I tried on, I was like, cool, like, this works, right? And the lady's like, hold on, no, wait, let's try on more dresses, right? Yeah. It just wasn't, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think weddings are for other people. They're not really for you unless you do it intimately. Like, just share it with you and your loved ones. Like mom and dad and kids involved, stuff like that. I feel like you could leave out aunts and uncles and all that stuff too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just in-laws and kids that are involved.
I never seen myself, like, I never imagined myself having a big union unless, like, my partner had wanted it to be that way. I always saw myself doing something more simple, something more intimate, and things like that. So I definitely can understand where, like, something from super extravagant to super, to more laid back, I guess, or just a smaller crowd, and it's meant for your people.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it depends on how many people really care about us too. Because I don't really want to invite people that that don't really know who me and my person anyway. So
no,
right.
That's true. And then now that I think it's cool how they're doing like the video for everything now. Like they don't have to really come to your wedding.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could just do
sit at home and watch it.
Yeah. I think that's a cool little feature too. So it doesn't have to be that big. Everybody could just be at home watching.
Yeah.
Too as well.
That's true.
But I still want a wedding. Still want a whole little
have a wedding
set up.
Just don't waste your money on camels. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I came up with camels because she never said camels, but that's just my like when I would sit and listen to my sister talk about, you know, how she would want her wedding. I would just be like, I don't know. That was just me.
Y'all, this is not coming out how I wanted it to. Now it's completely messed up. But whatever.
It's all good.
It's art.
Right. You did your best.
Okay.
All right.
So we got some comments going.
Yeah. What are they talking about up in there?
Charged Up Film said, definitely taking the money. It was a typo, but I knew what you meant.
I'm probably going to take
So you're taking the $4 million.
I never said, but I think I might take the money. There's something wrong. There's clearly something wrong. I would just take the money. You can go, but I hope I didn't love him so much.
Right. And then what if it was just the mom? You loved him. You ultimately loved him, and the mom just didn't like you.
I can love
like you choosing the money over the love. Oh. Like you just thought something was wrong. Maybe, and what if nothing's wrong with him?
Nothing was ever actually wrong. It's just
it was just his mom.
It's terrible mama.
Like nobody's good for him, so not you.
I would know. We would know ahead of time, anyways, if it was really like that, anyways.
Well,
I do
if it's 4 years, if it's it's a problem maybe with the mom if he don't want you to meet her within the 4 years. Like, how come you don't want me to meet your mama within the 4 years? You know, like, is there something wrong with her? Because you knew she was going to offer me money, right? I don't know.
What if she's saving your life?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Now
I just feel like it's a little sketchy.
I don't know. That one's a good one.
Yeah.
You just have to be in the situation, right?
How many of y'all is taking that $4 million? I want to know. Drop it in the comments.
It is $4 million.
$4 million. Imagine flipping $4 million. Will Fill 'em Up says no big wedding. Use the money for the honeymoon to travel all over the world. I agree.
That's when you ride the camos, like she said.
That's when you spend the time on something like that.
Cutest picture on Facebook, and it was like just a girl in this group that I'm in, and it was her and her husband, and she said, I have been really enjoying traveling with me and my husband, and they were on camels. Girl. No, my eyes watering. Stop calling me out like that. Bye, girl.
My bad. I thought you was getting emotional, like, oh, I saw this.
No,
wonderful.
I'm not emotional like that.
Sorry, but what were they doing?
They was just on camels. They were traveling together.
I think that's dope. That's what you save your money for, really. Like, not to show off to everybody else. Just to, you know, have something for y'all. Especially if you don't have a house, spend it on a down payment.
Right. I want it to be a special time, but I don't want to fucking blow the bank on all of it. Yeah. Unless I'm doing something that's really like I said, that or like I said, the traveling.
I think there's somebody who said there's a new show. I forget what it's called, but you have to choose between a mortgage or a marriage. I think that's what it's called.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And most people choose the marriage, is what she was saying. Instead of like choosing. That's crazy to me. Instead that more people, would be like, no, pay for my dream wedding instead of buy me my dream home.
I think it's because, but don't you feel like?
I don't know how it goes.
Okay, because I'm like, I would definitely give me my dream home.
We have few special moments in our life, and wedding is one of those that's supposed to be super, super special occasion that some of us really like.
By whose standards? Who says that has to be?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's what the societal norm is. Like, this is our one special. This is our one special occasion. So we want to go all out and want to spend the money on that rather than getting a house. Man, I'm trying to get a nice house if I had to choose between those two, like between the marriage and the home.
Yeah. Well, I've never watched the actual show, but she was making a post about it on Facebook saying that most people chose the marriage, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to me too.
It is.
Because I would definitely choose getting a home.
I'd be
like, forget the wedding.
Mortgage. Thank you.
Yeah. Like,
they're like, I'll pay your down payment. You know, and you could continue to pay the mortgage, or I could pay your marriage.
Is it? I'm gonna say, is it 30? You know, average wedding is $30,000. So are you putting $30,000 up onto my whatever, my home?
Right.
Where is that?
Okay, but think about this. Can you afford the mortgage? They saying they're gonna get you your dream home, but can you afford the mortgage? So now that makes sense. Like, okay, well, we know we're not gonna be able to afford it once after they get it.
I think when you qualify to even be on the show, like there's some certain type of
you gotta be. How do you know?
I felt. Why would you get somebody on a show, marriage or mortgage, and they can't even afford to pay a mortgage if they had the choice? But I don't know. It's just crazy to me that people would actually choose. They would choose a marriage. What would y'all choose? Tell us in the comments. Are you getting married or are you paying a mortgage? What you doing?
All right. Meh.
Yeah?
Meh.
That looks good. I like everyone's creativity.
Think so?
I didn't want to do nothing too big because I didn't want to be rushed to finish. Okay. But yeah, this is our sip and paint, y'all. Botanical talk. We talking about all types of stuff. Just like, you know. Shout out to Eden's Appetizers and Snacks once again. She got us those infused egg rolls. I know y'all see me grubbing up here. It's delicious. It is bomb. We ordered the so it's kind of like a nachos or a taco, except for they are plant-based. So it tastes like a taco that you would have beef and nacho cheese and stuff like that, salsa, but it's plant-based and it's in an egg roll. And they're bomb. They're THC infused. So like I said, I was on number 3, but we gonna see. I'm actually feeling okay. So hit her up, y'all. Get y'all some snacks. Yeah.
Also, once again, shouts out to our network. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for having us. And always make sure y'all tune in with us at 5 p.m. every Sunday. We are here. And if we aren't here, we got episodes that you can catch up on too. So
yes. Go and subscribe to our network's YouTube page. Drea, we missed you.
I know. We will see you next Sunday. Boo.
Next
Love
Sunday
you.
She'll be back.
yes.
All right. Well, we will see y'all next Sunday.
Thank you.
Peace out.